Hey guys, good evening. Am I audible and visible? Guys, where are you? Good evening, Sanskar and Ayushman, Vaibhav, Aman, good to see you all. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Biswal, it's such a pleasure to see you here always. Aman, Vaibhav, Sanskar, thank you for joining me. Where are the other regular people? अब ना हमारा ये वाला सेशन जो है ना बिस्वाल, इट्स काइंड ऑफ अ चौपाल दीज डेज. हम रोज रात को यहाँ पे मिलते हैं. we feel happy when we meet. We kind of जलाओ सुट्टा वुट्टा, like enjoy करते हैं, बातें करते हैं, we warm up. एक आदत सी हो गई है. That's why I'm calling it चौपाल. गांव में होता है ना वो जो चौपाल, पेड़ के नीचे सब मिलते हैं types, and there's one सरपंच type का person who gives out ज्ञान and the others are listening to him. जी सरपंच जी reminds me of पंचायत also. सबने देख ली पंचायत सीजन 4. मैंने तो कंप्लीट कर लिया था 2 दिन में, बैक टू बैक. पर आई वाज अ बिट डिसअपॉइंटेड बिकॉज इन सीजन 4 दे हैव kind of obsessed with elections. So there isn't variety. जैसे सीजन 1 2 3 ये सब में क्या था कि लाइक जीजा जी आ रहे हैं, फूफा जी आ रहे हैं, लड़ाई हो रही है, इनका रोमांस हो रहा है, आंखों में चोरी छुपे हो रहा है, फिर उनके घर में खाना बनता हुआ दिख रहा है, सरपंच और सरपंचनी जो है बहस कर रहे हैं. There were a lot of things. इस वाले में ओनली एंड ओनली इलेक्शन कैंपेनिंग कुछ ज्यादा कर दिया इन्होंने, ओवरडू. I mean that's my viewpoint. So आप लोगों ने देखा, आपने एंजॉय किया होगा. Even I enjoyed, but I just felt थोड़ा OTT हो गया कैंपेनिंग. कैट का भी पढ़ाऊं सुमित? अरे यार, मैं तो सोच रही थी गप्पे मार के निकल लेंगे. तुमने भी ना ऐसा कर देते हो तुम, क्या कहते हैं उसको, मझधार में डाल देते हो तुम. चलो भाई, सुमित कह रहा है कैट का भी पढ़ाओ, पढ़ लेते हैं. All right. I would like to start this session with a big sorry. Okay? हाथ जोड़ के. Okay? बोल भी दे रही हूँ मैं, ऐसे भी कर दे रही हूँ. I'm very sorry. पूछो क्यों? Hi Richa, hi Ashika, everyone. I'm feeling actually very ashamed of myself. लेकिन अभी क्या करूं मैं, गलती हो जाती है इंसान से. अब हो गई मेरे से भी. पूछो क्यों. ये कोई भी नहीं पूछता है क्यों. As if people are not even bothered. अरे नहीं बिस्वाल, क्वेश्चंस तो बहुत प्यारे हैं आज के. नहीं सुमित पवार, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. पंचायत टॉक के लिए तो मैं कभी भी सॉरी नहीं होती हूँ. पंचायत टॉक मैं नींद में भी कर सकती हूँ, मैं खड़े स्पीच दे रही हूँ तो भी बीच में मैं पंचायत टॉक करूंगी. अरे अदिति, I was supposed to teach you short summaries today. Okay? SS. That's what the title says. And when I was making the PPT, when I was compiling questions, I simply forgot, guys, that we are supposed to do short summaries. अब मैं उसके लिए ना सफाई दे के, झूठ बोल के, बहाने करके कि ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया नहीं करना चाह रही हूँ. I simply forgot when I was making the PPT. So I have compiled for you para completion, जिसको fill in the blanks बोलते हैं ना, वो लेके आई हूँ मैं आज. नहीं, क्लिक बेट नहीं है बिस्वाल. दोनों टॉपिक्स तो अच्छे हैं. आई लव बोथ, बट दिस इज द सच्चाई. मैं क्या करूं. अब जो है जो लेके आई हूँ वो कर लो ना. आई रियलाइज्ड इट व्हेन आई वाज लॉगिंग इन एंड आई वाज लाइक ओ माय गॉड ये क्या किया है मैंने. बट देन एट दैट मोमेंट लाइक 11th आवर 59th मिनट में आई कुडंट पुल आउट सम अदर कंपाइलेशन फ्रॉम एनीवेयर ना. ये तो मेहनत करके मैंने बनाया है बैठ करके. ठीक है सुमित, चल बेटा. ऋचा भगत, रियली आई एम वेरी सॉरी, आई मीन इट फ्रॉम द बॉटम ऑफ माई हार्ट. मेरी ऐसी गलतियां होती हैं, मैं क्या करूं. जान दो, चलो आज आई विल बी वेरी केयरफुल. ओके चलो. सो व्हाट्स द एजेंडा ऑफ द सेशन गाइस. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर माफिंग मी. ओके थैंक यू. ऑलराइट गाइस, नाउ व्हाट एम आई गोइंग टू गिव यू टुडे. पैरा कंप्लीशन है. अरे यार ये ना एक ही बार बार चेंज करना कल. हाँ पैरा कंप्लीशन है. We also call it fill in the blanks. It has been coming for the last 2 to 3 years. It's a very doable topic. So what am I going to give you today? I'm giving you LOD 1 and LOD 2. Alright, put together there are 10 questions. Okay, why am I giving you LOD 1? Just so that you can clear the basic level. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सीधा like you know you jump onto like difficult paragraphs and you'll be able to solve them. So I just thought let me break down the big goal into 2 parts. So LOD 1 is like pretty cool, pretty easy. LOD 2 भी ठीक है, doable है. Just a little bit you'll have to think here and there. Alright, चले. KMS Jyotirmoy, Richa Bhagat, Sumit Pawar, Aditi Das, Ayushman Biswal, Shoaib, KMS, everybody. Let's roll. Hi Arihant Narayan Thakur, so good to see you. Good evening. Okay guys, alright. Darlings, let's roll. The quick announcement before that. Mock 2 is live. Okay. Plus 5 sectionals are there on your dashboard. I want everybody to go ahead and attempt these. मतलब whichever are free. Alright. बाकी जो नहीं free है उसमें आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है. आयुष्मान, अरिहंत, everybody. Cool. चलो LOD 1. Para completion question number 1 up there on your screen. Go on guys, get started. KMS, your name is Maris. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Pakka. Hmm, 3 or 4, okay. Sumit Pawar 2, okay. First I read the sentence and then I see इसके पहले क्या होगा, इसके बाद क्या होगा. Okay, संस्कार. His discoveries. Whose? Correct. So it can be here, it can be anywhere. 4 में देख लो. This is what I do next. 1 and 4 में. अच्छा. His discoveries laid the foundation for modern physics and radically altered humanity's understanding of the universe. Okay. Here, he will explain, the author will explain how it radically altered. Correct? Done? Chalo, let me show you the answer first. 1. I'll take you back. Many of you went with 2 and 4 and 3 also. Right? Albert Einstein's theories transformed scientific thought in the 20th century. Transformed. Right? His discoveries laid the foundation of something, altered humanity's understanding. His theory of relativity changed our conception of space, though some of his ideas, okay, now, I'll tell you exactly how to do this one. All right, hang in there. Ha, Chawali, good to see you. We just started with question 1. All right. Now, his discoveries laid the foundation for modern physics and radically altered. Correct? You just look here. There is a change of tone. Do you see this? Lasya, though some of his ideas were initially met with skepticism, they were later confirmed through experiments. We can see very clearly this paragraph has funneling. This is generic. This is specific. Right? Funneling. How? यहाँ देखो आप, his theory of relativity, right? His theory of relativity. So if you kind of pick here, his theories transformed scientific thought. His theory of relativity, ठीक है, this matches this. This connects with this. I like that. Ashika Jain, hi. Okay, fine. Can we put it here in 2? His discoveries laid the foundation for modern physics and radically altered humanity's understanding. Though some of his ideas were initially met with skepticism, yes, we can put it here also. मतलब होने को हो सकता है. It can't go here because ये skepticism. After that, he's talking on another tangent. Okay. यहाँ बोला Einstein remains one of the most celebrated scientists in history. This is kind of a conclusion, summing it up, right? ये और ये आप वैसे भी connect कर ले रहे हो. Met with skepticism, they were later confirmed through experiments. So he remains. People tried to dethrone him. People tried to criticize. People tried to come up with rebuttal for his work. But he remains one of the most celebrated scientists. So after skepticism, and then you say they were later confirmed through experiments, then you are saying his discoveries laid the foundation for modern physics. No, it makes more sense. ये है ना जो ये, I'll remove this doodly woodly. ये transformed, ये Ayushman Biswal and Chawali and everybody. His theories transformed scientific thought. That same thing is being discussed here. Tejeshwar. Okay. His discoveries laid the foundation for modern physics, radically altered. Do you see this? Yeah. So this, I mean, between this sentence, Biswal, I'll call this sentence 1, I'll call this sentence 2. We are applying explanation technique. Okay. So the answer should be 1. Cool. Chalo, move on to question number 2, please. हाँ आयुष्मान, जरूरी थोड़ी कि हर क्वेश्चन करेक्ट हो. चलो क्वेश्चन 2 करते हैं. Come on guys. Eliminate करो, ठीक है? Which blank cannot be the answer? Okay, so you guys are going with 3. Yes. Oh, congratulations and celebrations. Well done. This strategy. Can we put this in blank 1? This strategy? No. Where is the strategy? Which strategy? One lesser known aspect, so this is eliminated. One lesser known aspect was the naval innovation, particularly the development of the Corvus, a boarding device used during naval battles. Okay, we can put here also or here. I can't put it here. This strategy helped maintain dominance in the Mediterranean for centuries. This is being explained in this. Rome defeat Carthage, also secure vital trade routes, right? So this is micro. This is an explanation of this sentence. So 4 में तो नहीं आ सकता अपना sentence. So 1 and 4 are out. Yes, Jyotirmoy, well done. I'm left with 2 and 3. By converting sea battles into land-like combat, they leverage their infantry strengths. Okay, this sentence and this are two parts of the strategy, right? Lesser known aspect was this. How did they do it? They did it by converting sea battles into this. So 1 plus 1. This is what these two sentences are doing. They are giving you the strategy. Then he says this strategy helped maintain dominance. How? How did it help maintain dominance? Because they not only helped Rome defeat this but also this. Got it clear? So it has to be 3 and not 2. Cool. Done with question 2. Move on to question 3, please. Many felt it trivialized. What trivialized? Do you see this? I like this point. Okay. The scene, okay. Yeah. Okay. Well done. If you got 2. Yes, Shoaib, I was able to eliminate 1 and 4. He says here the movie scene where the character silently holds up cue cards to confess his love has become iconic. However, I was able to connect this with this. So, this is out. Right, Shoaib? They are saying, the author is saying it has become iconic. Correct? Cue cards to confess his love. But some viewers criticized the scene. Which scene? This movie scene. For its emotional detachment. Oh, what do you mean by emotional detachment? How do you explain emotional detachment? This is here. Many felt it trivialized genuine human emotion. So this is explanation of this emotional detachment. We apply the same technique in para jumbles also. Yes, Biswal, you said it. Okay? Emotional detachment and then explanation. Despite the backlash, the scene remains one of the most memorable, memorable romantic moments. So, despite all this, now he is praising it. After praising, you cannot bring in trivialized. This is eliminated. Right? Sumit, Priya. After praising it, how can you bring in trivialized? Nahi hoga, right? So eliminated ho gaya. So we are only left with 2. That should be your answer. Chale? Next. Question 4. All the best. Completed. Okay. Come on, Biswal, Chawali, Aditi. Easy elimination in this case. I can't put it in 4, that's for sure. Here, it got completed. Why will you go then and say with 3 weeks left to complete? Yes, yes, Biswal, yes. All right, answer 1. No, Shoaib, 1 doesn't get eliminated. Yes, Sumit Pawar, yes, further. Exactly, ये दिख रहा है, ये. Increased what pressure? Time pressure. Where is the pressure mentioned before that? Where? The bridge's construction presented logistical challenges. This is not time pressure, na? Logistical, Sumit and Shoaib and Biswal. This is logistical. Logistical is demand supply, chain, sending it somewhere. That is logistical. And then with only 3 weeks left to complete the task, the team worked round the clock. This is time, right? Up time may, he says, unexpected delays in material shipment further increase the pressure, right? Why can't you put it in 2 or 3? Okay, let's take a look at it this way. Hang in there, Chawali. बस ये eliminated था definitely, ठीक है? Aditi Das. Why not 2 or 3? Okay. Presented challenges from the very beginning. Unexpected delays in material shipment further increase the pressure. ये further नहीं बैठ रहा है. I mean, if we continue this, if we connect 1 and 2, sentence 1 and 2, ये further कहाँ बैठ रहा है? Let's try to insert this sentence in 2. Further increase the pressure, okay. Unexpected delays. Then you are saying with only 3 weeks left to complete the task, the team worked around the clock, right? Then again, you are going and kind of bringing another point. Engineers had to devise solutions on the fly, often reworking original designs. अब या तो यहाँ after saying all these, you will come up with a conclusion here कि भाई the team worked around the clock. Or you will bring this in the beginning and say the team worked around the clock. How? On the fly दिख रहा है ये on the fly. So often reworking original designs. So this sentence should come before that. The team worked around the clock, right? And then further increase the pressure. Worked around the clock में क्या हुआ? Engineers had to devise solutions on the fly, reworking and time crunch बढ़ता चला गया. ठीक है? So 1. चलिए LOD का last question. Please follow macro to micro, generic to specific, funneling जो सिखाती हूँ मैं. Come on, Chawali, Biswal. Got the answer? Okay. 3. I'm disappointed if you got 2 in this one. I reminded you, follow generic to specific, macro to micro. बोला मैंने. They not only reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but also help conserve water. If you put it here, then look here. Environment and farmers. Environment and farmers, this is the big chhatri. How does it help the environment? Reduce this. How does it help the farmers? Conserve water. So macro, this is macro. This here should be micro. Do you see my point? Biswal and Jyotirmoy and Pawar, Jyotirmoy and Pawar got it correct. Okay? Yeah. Not only this but also this. So this is micro and the macro points are Biswal environment. कैसे environment को help कर रहा है with this? कैसे farmers को help कर रहा है Priya with this? ठीक है? Done. Ready to move on to LOD 2? Come on guys, everybody. चलिए. Lasya, I go live every day except Sunday at 9:30. Do you see this? In it. Connect करो कोई चीज से. Do you see this? However. Come on, Chehek Jan. I can see your answer. People are going with 2. Okay. देखें आंसर. हो ha 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 ha. Yeah, majority went with 2. Okay. It's this, but how? The president's televised address came at a time of heightened political tension and public dissatisfaction. Okay. Televised address. And then he says in it. In what? In what? Many observers viewed the statement as a calculated move to project strength amid growing unrest. In it, he emphasized national unity and denounced what he described as attempts to destabilize. So, what is happening over here? There are 2 parts of the paragraph. We are talking about the speech. Okay, we are talking about the speech. Right? So, यहाँ पे televised address is what? The speech. Time of heightened this. Some observers or many observers thought he is trying to, this statement, the statement bole to not one statement, the statement means his speech came as a calculated move to project strength. Unrest tha, so he is trying to prove his strength. This is what they thought. Okay. And then he says in it, further he is explaining it. He emphasized national unity, denounced what he described something. Okay. And then you come to 2. But in this question, I'm telling you, it could have been here or here. I mean, students can easily get confused in this question. So if you get this question, let's say this question in the test, by isme na surety nahi ho rahi 1 या 2 की, तो you can even skip this question. Got it, guys? So 1 है इसका official answer, but यहाँ पे even this is tempting. It's a lucrative one. In it, he emphasized, जैसे हम कैसे इसको सोच सकते हैं, I'll show you. Wait. We can think of it this way. The president's televised address came at a time of this. Okay. Televised address is it. Fine. We are explaining what he said in that. ये भी तो सोच सकते हैं ना बिस्वाल. We are explaining. Right? He emphasized this, denounced this. Ab, we can bring it in here and say many observers viewed it as this. Critics, however, argued something. So normally बच्चा ऐसे ही सोचेगा कि 2 में fit होगा. So you guys were not wrong when you went with 2. Okay. However, the official answer is 1. Probably this is, taken from one of those blogs kind जहाँ पे like कोई proper sequence नहीं है लिखने का, लिख दिया बस डाल दिया कुछ भी. ठीक है? All right. चलो. कभी-कभी ऐसा छोटा-मोटा confusion रहता है. It's okay. Don't take it too hard. Keshu, good to see you in the session. चलो guys ये वाला करो, देखते हैं इसका आता है कि नहीं. Mm-hmm. Answer ready? 2, 3, 4. Okay, 2 and 3. You're divided between 2 and 3. All right. Chaliye. Well done. Majority got it. Excellent. यहाँ पे पता है क्या? I have got a contention. यहाँ platforms होना चाहिए. ये. I did not see when I was compiling this. The sheer amount of misinformation circulating on the platforms. Which platforms? Twitter and Facebook. Right? Made it difficult for users to distinguish this. During crisis, this influx, distinguish fact from fiction. This influx of unfiltered, you are not able to distinguish this from this. So this influx of unfiltered. Right? Yeah. So 2 is your answer. Well done. Okay. The platforms, Twitter and Facebook. Chalo. Next. Question 3. Sorry about my yawning today. I'm feeling a tad sleepy. But I'm absolutely in my element. Yeah? 1, 2. Okay. Majority are going with 2. Biswal says 1. Okay. Well done, Biswal. You got it. Here. How? This shift was largely driven. Which shift? Okay. In recent years has undergone a transformation. Okay. Driven by environmental concerns. अब ये देख रहे हो? ये cause है. Why did it happen? Okay. Why did it happen? And then ये बोला है, and the growing emphasis on sustainability. Do you see my point, guys? Sustainability is being explained here. Green spaces, pedestrian friendly zones and eco friendly. That is sustainability. ये कैसे मिस किया आप लोगों ने? इसमें तो कोई ambiguity है ही नहीं. Okay, growing emphasis on sustainability, environmental concerns, and this. Let's explain environmental concerns and sustainability. How will I explain? By saying, oh, cities across the world are investing in this. Acha, what is their aim? क्यों कर रहे हैं? So this is connected with this. The aim is not to do this, but to do that. Not only this, but that. Do you get my point, everybody? So this is very justified one. I hope you understood the explanation, Priya and Vaibhav and Chehak. All of you who got it wrong. Yes? Chawali? Alright, Aditi, come on. The penultimate question. It says ironically, so before this, something should be there which shows the irony. And do you see the tone of the author in this part of the para? Despite its polarizing reception, the novel quickly became a bestseller, translated. Today it is studied in classrooms as a landmark in dystopian literature. Okay? I think they are talking about Hunger Games. That's my guess. Yeah? 1, 2. Ho, ho. It is 3. I'll take you back. यहाँ how देखते हैं इसको, ठीक है। Ironically, the book was banned in several countries for promoting the very ideologies, right? So, with literary critics split on its intent. Okay, some interpreted it as a satire, while others saw it as a bleak warning about the future of society. 2 is good. Despite its polarizing reception, the novel quickly became a bestseller and was translated into over a dozen languages. It became ironically का क्या मतलब है guys? There's no ambiguity here. No ambiguity. Ironically means before this you are यहाँ banned है ना, so before this you will talk something like praise. You get my point? Do you see this? So if you put it here in 2, where is the praise before that? Irony किधर आया भाई? Where is it? उसके पहले आप तारीफ, अरे मजे की बात तो है ये है कि इतनी तारीफ के बावजूद इट वॉज बैंड। उसने ये किया, कैट क्रैक किया, उसने रिंकी को चाय पिलाई, उसने ये किया, सचिव जी को ये किया, सरपंच को ये किया। आयरॉनिकल तो ये है, उसके बाद भी वो इलेक्शन हार गया। Has to be some little bit of contrast ऐसा। So if you put it here, there is no तारीफ before that, वो तो खाली उसका बता रहा है satire। Some said it's a satire, others saw it as a bleak warning, future of the society हमारा dystopian है। तो यहाँ पे है कहाँ satire, वो ironical कहाँ है, irony कहाँ है, right? फिर ये कह रहा है despite its polarizing reception, do you see this polarizing reception guys? Unfortunately you did not see इसमें। This sentence from here to here has the polarizing reception. Some saw it as this, others saw it as this. That is called polarizing reception. Do you see my point? ये है correct. So despite its polarizing reception, 2 में नहीं आ सकता है ये। Despite its polarizing reception, the novel was praised. It became a bestseller. Right? अच्छा हो गया। अरे लेकिन मजे की बात तो ये है, bestseller था फिर भी बैन कर दिया गया। Became a bestseller and was translated into this, so it acquired fame, it got popularity, but ironically की जगह you can put but the book was banned for promoting the very ideologies it sought to critique. You see my point? So 3 is justified over here. I hope you have understood this point. मैं आपको एक दोबारा ये point दे रही हूँ। ये चावाली, I saw this. Polarizing reception. Polarizing means two extremes. ये तो है ना यहाँ, from here to here. Got it? Biswal, clear? Chalo. Last question of the day. Come on guys. This is a positive tone wala sentence. In this para, I can see macro to micro. ये बहुत ही doable है, सबका आएगा इसमें। If you have a little bit of vocabulary. Kakshil says 3. अरे वाह, सबका आ रहा है 3. Well done. यहाँ पे this is foster creativity and this rather than rote learning. Rote is ratna. Same, they are explaining here. Explaining. Rather than simply memorizing, they are encouraged to explore, experiment and this. As a result of this exploration, experimentation and collaboration, result has been good, high performance, this. So yes, it is 3. Well done. Very good. We did 10 questions. Out of these 10 questions, if you got 6 greater than equal to 6, That's a safe score in para completion at this stage. Chalo, we are done. If you have got any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, I shall pack up and call it a night. I haven't had dinner yet, so hungry also. आप बताओ. Bolo guys, bolo. You've got any doubts, any points, anything you want to discuss? चलिए. चिराग, आज तो मेरा गलती से, okay. Are we done, guys? All right. So, chalo, we are going to meet tomorrow. No need to get disappointed if you got something below 6, because we are going to do more practice. Word power, yes, it's a good one. Lasya. Yes, Ayushman, I'll come up with more such practice questions. Question 7, yes, Jyotirmoy. ये था question 7, right? Platforms किधर थे? Twitter and Facebook. Yes, Keshu, you have to learn, but Keshu, अगर आप reading नहीं करोगे daily, और ये मैं आपको बोलती हूँ daily, right? तो reading अगर नहीं करोगे daily तो improvement नहीं आने वाला है. Jyotirmoy done. What's the point 3 and 4 trying to say? 3 and 4. You mean, Aditi, thank you so much. You mean here, during crisis, this influx of unfiltered information, कुछ भी बकवास जो आ रहा है unfiltered completely to us, can create confusion, panic, and in some cases dangerous outcomes. It is detrimental. And experts have said what? Stringent, strict moderation. Content moderation means control. And media literacy education. जैसे अभी जो हुआ था आपका समय रैना एंड इलाहाबादिया वाला केस, उसके बाद गवर्नमेंट जाग गई. They started calling for stringent content moderation. Okay, Jyotirmoy. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good night. Sleep tight. I'm going to meet you again tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys. Take